ABC 7, your local station.
From the News Center 40 News Desk, news, weather, sports, and special features. Here's Bob Keane and Mary Rogers.
Good evening. Here's the news.
You're watching WWSB Channel 40, Sarasota, Bradenton, and Venice. Now the home team. This is News 40.
Bradenton police charged 2 women with removing the murder weapon from this crime scene. Good evening. I'm Nancy White.
And I'm John Hill.
You're watching WWSB Channel 40, Sarasota, Bradenton, and Venice. Now, this is News 40.
A 19-year-old man to face charges for killing a baby in Sarasota. Good evening. I'm Nancy White.
And I'm John Hill.
From WWSB Channel 40, ABC for the Sun Coast. This is News 40 at 6. From WWSB Channel 40, ABC for the Sun Coast. This is News 40 at 6.
Good evening. I'm Nancy White.
And I'm Lynn Houston. Our top story tonight, a Sarasota man faces 20 years.
From WWSB Channel 40, ABC for the Sun Coast. This is News 40 at 11.
Good evening. I'm Nancy White.
And I'm Lynn Houston. Our top story tonight, well, it's a new year in the Sarasota County.
You're watching News 40 at 6 with Scott Dennis, Vida Urbanus, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan, and Tony Cornish Jr.
From ABC 7, your Suncoast News. This is ABC 7 News at Sunrise.
And good morning, everyone. I'm Silky Reblay.
And I'm Ken Jefferson.
This is ABC 7 News at Sunrise.
And good morning, everyone. I'm Silky Reblay.
And I'm Ken Jefferson. It's Wednesday.
You're watching ABC 7 with Ken Jefferson and Silky Reblay. This is ABC 7 News at Sunrise.
Welcome back to our Monday morning report. The time right now, 6:30.
You're watching ABC 7 with Monica Yadav and Brad Giffen. This is ABC 7 News at 5:30. This is ABC 7 News at 6.
My children are not with me. My children are going through the grief of losing their sister.
You're watching ABC 7 with Scott Dennis and Heidi Gottman. This is ABC 7 News at 6. This is ABC 7 News at 11.
And I've always told my kids to stop, but I guess now I'm going to tell them to run.
You're watching ABC 7 with Scott Dennis and Monica Yadav. This is ABC 7 News at 11.
Still no sign of 2 missing U.S. soldiers in Iraq.
Live from ABC 7, your Suncoast News. This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Why the Southwest Florida waterman.
Live from ABC 7, your Suncoast News. This is ABC 7 News at Sunrise.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Josh Taylor, filling in for Linda Carson.
I'm Callie Zanadrian for John Scalzi this morning.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 5 with Scott Dennis, Lauren Dorsett, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan, and Sports Director Don Brennan.
Welcome back.
Live from ABC 7, your Suncoast News. This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Lauren Dorsett. Thanks for joining us tonight.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6 with Scott Dennis, Lauren Dorsett, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan, and Sports Director Don Brennan.
Okay, we practiced. Snowpocalypse.
Live from ABC 7, your Suncoast News. This is ABC 7 News at 11.
Suncoast fishermen prepare for stone crab season 6 months after the Gulf oil spill turned their industry.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 11 with Lauren Dorsett, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan and Sports Director Don Brennan.
Well, we were all following the story.
Live from ABC 7, your Suncoast News. This is ABC 7 News Weekend Edition.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Linda Carson.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm Rebecca Vargas.
And I'm Max Winitz in this morning for Don Brennan. As Rebecca just mentioned, unfortunately, it is Monday, August the 10th. Great to have you with us this morning.
Good Morning Suncoast starts now.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday morning. I'm Rebecca Vargas.
And along with John Scalzi, I'm Don Brennan. Indeed, indeed.
This is ABC 7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thank you so much for joining us. Topping our news today at noon.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC 7 News at 5. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
New information tonight about the investigation into the shooting deaths.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 5 with Scott Dennis, Lauren Dorsett, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with the official Suncoast forecast, and Don Brennan with sports. ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
The 2012 Republican presidential field has a new member, and she's coming in with some significant...
This is ABC 7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. A warning for drivers. Criminals are smashing car windows.
This is ABC 7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC 7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Alan Cohn, and welcome to ABC 7 at 7. Topping our news tonight.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC 7 News at 11. Your Suncoast News. We're live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast. This is ABC 7 News Weekend Edition. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening. I'm John McQuiston.
You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 5.
Flu season is just ahead. We're going to tell you why doctors this year are recommending getting your shots early.
Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at noon.
Hello, welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us. Happening right now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 4, starting with First Alert Weather.
Good afternoon. I hope you're having a great one at that.
Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 5.
Good evening. I'm Dwayne Lindo.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Jacqueline has the evening off.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 5:30.
Welcome back. A Punta Gorda teenager remains behind bars tonight.
Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 7.
She's misrepresenting the Republican Party.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 11.
Good evening. First tonight, an update on a bomb threat at a local Walmart today. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6:30.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 5:30.
Well, it's going to be a hot one here on the Suncoast, but rain is expected to wash away the heat this weekend. Good morning, I'm Rebecca Fernandez in for Emily Kinzer today.
You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6.
Good morning to you. A hot and mostly dry day today, but a tropical disturbance in
You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6:30.
Good morning to you. I'm Emily Kinzel. Let's get straight to the headlines we're following for you this morning.
You're watching ABC 7 News at noon.
Mostly dry here on the Suncoast today, but will it stick around for the upcoming holiday?
You're watching ABC 7 News at 12:30.
Welcome back. Potential tropical cyclone 9 moving over the central Bahamas, trying to get its act together.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 4, starting with First Alert Weather.
And good afternoon on this Thursday. We have temperatures very warm today, and also looking at possibility of some showers moving in over the weekend.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 4:30.
And coming up, divers inspect the city bridge on Anna Maria Island after a barge hit it.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 5.
Coming up, we're continuing to monitor a tropical disturbance south of the Bahamas.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6.
A tropical disturbance, how that system could impact the Suncoast.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 7.
And coming up, there's a big blob, a tropical mess looking to bring us rain for the weekend.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 11.
Coming up, the busy tropics, how a disturbance could impact weekend weather.
Well, coming up here.
Right now, good morning.
Well, good Monday morning.
MySuncoast.com. Good Morning Suncoast at 5 starts now.
Coming up here on Good Morning Suncoast, Sarasota County Commissioner Kyle Batiste speaking up about his cousin.
Welcome to Suncoast View and happy Thursday. I'm always happy to be with Linda Carson and Joey Panic. And I'm happy to...
Powered by MySuncoast.com. ABC 7 News at 4 starts now.
A second arrest in connection with a shooting outside a Sarasota hookah.
Powered by MySuncoast.com. ABC 7 News at 7 starts now.
A second arrest in connection with a shooting.
Powered by MySuncoast.com. ABC 7 News at 7:30 starts now.
NASA, we have liftoff.
Powered by MySuncoast.com. ABC 7 News at 11 starts now.
How the victim of a social media scam lost $50,000.
Sarasota National.